This lesson is for division equations. So we don't really have any modeling for division equations, so we really just have to talk about our inverse or opposite operations. So multiplication is the inverse or the opposite operation of division. So when an equation contains division, we have to use multiplication to undo the division. For example, please remember that a fraction bar is a sign for division. So this says x divided by 3 equals -2. So to undo division, we multiply both sides by 3. So what happens is this divide 3 and this multiply 3 cancel each other out. They undo each other so that you get x equals -6. This is actually the way that I prefer that you show the multiplication. This means x divided by 4. How do you undo divide 4? With multiply 4. That goes away, but I also have to do it over here. So x equals 8. Always check on these to make sure your problem works. 8 divided by 4 is 2, so it works. The next example says x divided by 3 equals -5. So to undo divide 3, I multiply by 3 on both sides. Those undo each other, so all you have left is x. And -5 times 3 is -15. So when I plug it in, I've got -15 divided by 3 equals -5. Is -15 divided by 3 -5? Yes, it is. Okay, so just a note to yourself, you're showing your one step. You do not have to show your calculation. So that's the difference in what I expect to see. This one step has to be there, but I don't have to see you doing a calculation. If you need to multiply 26 times 14 over on the side, that's a calculation. This is the step that I'm expecting to see. So on this particular one, these are the ones that typically confuse each other. If you multiply by 8, all you have done is divide +8, but this is a -8. So to undo divide -8, I have to multiply by -8. The negative and the negative make a positive. So I have positive x left over, and I multiply by -8 on this side, which gives me -64. Especially when there's a negative, I recommend plugging it back in and checking, because remember, 2 negatives make a positive, so it works. The area of Danielle's garden is 1/12 the area of her entire backyard. The area of the garden is 10 square feet. Find the area of the yard. So the area of the entire backyard is 1/12 of the area of the garden. So if I take the area of the yard and divide it into 12 pieces, that should give me the garden. So that's my equation, which means my variable is the area of the yard. So I solve this by multiplying both sides by 12, which gives me x equals 120. So it's 120 square feet. Please remember it's square feet because it is area. Please remember, an equation is a balanced scale. To remain balanced, you cannot do something to one side of the equation without doing it to the other. So if you multiply one side, you have to multiply the other side. To solve for a variable, you must isolate it, get it alone, by getting all the numbers on the opposite side of the equation as the variable. We do this using opposite operations, or remember, those are also called inverse operations to isolate the variable. So for example, if a number is added to the variable, you subtract that number to get the variable by itself. All right, your assignment's on the next couple of pages. Please make sure you complete it.